Hey guys, you ready? Aries, you ready to go to Utah? Athena, are you ready to go to Utah? Oh, Aries is. Look at that. Look at this guy. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Is that the please? They say please? Please? That's a good boy. Well, good morning. Oh. Exciting things are afoot, as they say. A couple of last minute things to wrap up, and then it's time to hit the road. I'm already excited and nervous at the same time. Been a long time coming. 2 years now. It's finally here. So let's get on the road. Well, we're all packed up and ready to go. It is snowing really bad outside, but nothing that I think we have to worry about. It's coming down. I don't know if you can really see it out the windows very well, but got my rear view, got my cameras ready, got the GPS ready, stereos ready, got the dogs ready. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to go? Go to Colorado and Utah, drive through Illinois and Iowa. You guys ready? I think we're all ready, so let's get this show on the road. Well, that's been interesting. A lot of snow. There's actually 3 or 4 cars off the side of the road. I don't know. I couldn't tell what caused them to fly off the road, because the roads really are not bad. As you can see, it is a little bit, how's that gonna work? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyways, checking cameras and stuff. As you can see, it's still kind of a little bit of perspiration coming out of the sky, but everything's going pretty well. We're about 23 miles from the Ohio border, so this is pretty awesome. So yeah, I just thought I'd check in. That snow was interesting. Well, here we go. Oh, am I recording the other one? Damn it. I thought I wasn't recording with the other camera. Whew. But that means that I am not paying attention to my camera, I'm paying attention to the road, and that's what I need to be doing. That is the most important thing. You're towing a trailer, it's nerve-wracking enough, worrying about all the traffic, and if you need to get over suddenly or slow down quickly, don't worry about the cameras. But we are now in Indiana. About an hour-ish till Indianapolis. Yep, there it is. There we are. Officially 100% truly on our way. We're out of Ohio. It's definitely bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet. I may have shed a tear or two. A lot of memories and a lot of things leaving behind. But something like this, you really can't get away without sacrifice. And sacrifice is time away from family, no longer living in a house. But the adventure and the experiences ahead are far outweigh what I'm trading in. You know, everybody supports me, everybody loves me, and of course I feel the same. And I can't wait to share the rest of this journey with you. So stay tuned. There will be more. day 2. I was so tired yesterday, I forgot to even say anything towards the end of the night, so we'll do a quick update as to how everything went yesterday. I really just kind of ended up focusing on driving, make sure these dudes in the back seat were taken care of and happy and comfortable. And of course, they want out every 2 minutes to go sniff the trees. I don't blame them. So today, we are just outside of Peoria, Illinois. So this is some late fall Illinois foliage for you. Hopefully the camera is looking okay. I have everything on auto for the cameras in here. For obvious reasons, I can't really play with settings, so I tried to set them up so they look the best. Hopefully everything looks good. So yesterday, everything went well. I have a weight distribution hitch on the back of the trailer, and it wasn't 100% level. I knew that I'd have to make some adjustments to it. So I did that first thing this morning before I left, and I'm already noticing a huge difference. The truck kind of bounced a little bit yesterday. You'd hit a little bit and it would bounce a little bit more. And I also was constantly having to, the truck kept kicking into a higher gear, so I was going through a ton of gasoline. I went through close to 50 gallons of gas yesterday, or diesel. So that's not good. I'd go about 150 miles and be down to my quarter of a tank. And I don't like to go too far under a quarter of a tank because you never know for sure on the road where your next fuel stop will be. Especially one for, I'm 47 feet long total, so. The other thing, so after I've adjusted that, I'm going up a hill right now. And it hasn't kicked into another gear. So it's already made a huge difference. So today's fuel economy should be much better than the 8 miles per gallon yesterday. That was painful on the pocketbook, let me tell you. Listen. Yep. So the other thing that happened was, I filmed some of it, luckily with my camera on top of the trailer, which you've seen a few times at this point. The truck topper's glass door kept popping open from the wind. On the passenger side, there's a little bar that slides when you lock it. Well, it only goes in just far enough to basically feel like it's closed, but the winds that I was hitting yesterday just whipped it right open. So, I had to bungee cord it closed. It latches, but I had to put a bungee cord to make sure the wind couldn't pop it back open, so another thing. But every problem so far that has come up, I've been able to fix pretty quickly, so that's good. Makes me feel even better about stuff, They say that you buy an RV, you need to either be handy with your pocketbook or handy with your tools. And I'm trying to be mostly handy with my tools until I have to be handy with the pocketbook. So that's it for now. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a time lapse here of the late fall foliage here in Illinois. Show up on the camera all these hills. I've been noticing a lot of these giant windmills, power ones, wind farms. I hope they show up on the video. I know it's a wide angle. That one probably should. They look like they're moving so slow. Actually, earlier this morning at a rest stop, there was a truck that had just one of the blades to one of those things on the back of it. It was the longest trailer I have ever seen. It's pretty cool. Anyways, thought I'd show those to you. Something interesting. Otherwise, once I got out of the trees, it's all farmland out here. But that's good. I like farmland. natural industries. Well, day 3 is about to begin. We have a huge windstorm in Wyoming. The weather report says that it's only until 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll be getting there around that time, so I need to kill some time. Try and be getting into town around 7. The wind will be a lot less, but it'll still be kind of windy, so going to definitely keep my wits about me. If anything feels kind of sketchy at all, definitely going to get off the road. So we're in Lincoln, Nebraska right now, about to hit the road, so let's continue this trip. So I know it's going to be horrible sound, but can you hear this? For the last like 10 miles, this road has, like, I don't know what it is about this concrete grooved highway stuff that they've been using over the past 10-15 years. Experimental pavement, I've seen a few different signs say, but this stuff is just like oh my goodness, it gets really old. Shakes your stomach, shakes your brain, shakes the trailer and the truck. Ugh. Anyways, most exciting thing happening in Nebraska today. Lots of cows. Lots of cows. Whoa. Well, hello there. Day 3 was kind of tiring. Aries, are you bored? Are you bored out of your mind? Why are you coming over here? Why don't you lay down? He's not happy. He's been cooped up in the truck for 3 days. I've been cooped up in the truck for 3 days. Waiting for some pizza to get here. So the wind didn't turn out being very bad. The last 16 miles was pretty dicey, but it I think it was because I was coming down a mountain. Between Cheyenne and Laramie, there's a really big mountain. You climb up it slowly, but then when you come down the other side into Laramie, it's a 5% grade and steepest hill I've ever been on with a trailer. I've been up and down that mountain side a few different times, but anyways, so I'm staying at a hotel because I couldn't find any place to really park the trailer overnight. No Cracker Barrels. The Walmarts don't really like you to stay overnight around here, apparently. So I'm staying in a hotel. If the wind advisory changes tomorrow, I may have to stay here again because it looks like the next few days the wind is supposed to be pretty bad, so I'll keep you posted. If not, I'll catch up with you on day 4. Well, good morning. Welcome to day 4. Do you see them? You see them in front of me? Mountains. We are in Wyoming. This is where I grew up. Not down here. I grew up in central Wyoming, at the foot of the Wind River Mountain Range. That's Wyoming. And I forget the name of these mountains down here, but you can even see some snow on the peaks up there. You don't know how excited I am. I cried a little bit when I pulled in and saw the mountains last night. I miss this place. You know, there's a lot of good times, a lot of bad times. You know, when you grow up, there's always those good times, bad times. You know, just anyways, we're not gonna get into any of that That doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. But I miss this place. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. And don't mind my truck getting loud. It's the little engine that could. These hills and the wind that I've been facing the last couple of, well, yesterday and the hills today, I seem to constantly be in a lower gear going through the gas. So here, day 4, we are headed to Layton, Utah. What is supposed to be where I was staying for a while. It's still kind of up in the air because I'm still not sure where I'm going to be parking. So there is a chance by the end of today I will be looking for a place to head to in Arizona. I'll keep you all posted on that. Obviously, by the end of this video, we will both know. We will all know where I'm headed. But look at this. This is what I wake up at 6 in the morning for, which it is. Well, it's 7:17 now. I've been up since 5:30 because that would have been 7:30 my time, and that's about when I was getting up to get ready for everything so that I'd be ready for this trip. So now, 5:30, I was up before the sunrise, and that's kind of where I want to be anyways. You know, landscape photography, sunrise and sunsets are your peak hours. I believe you can take photos at any time of the day, but those are definitely your peak hours. So anyways, I think I'm gonna do a little morning time lapse here while there's some mountains. So once we get past this mountain range, it's we're gonna be what's called the Red Desert, and there's really not much to see as far as mountains go, but there's just kind of open desert prairie landscapes. It's just as beautiful, but I miss the mountains. The mountains are a place in my heart. So enjoy. Check in real quick here. Hope you've been enjoying the scenic drive so far. I don't know if you can really see it too well on this wide angle camera here, but up ahead you can kind of see these like poofs of, I don't want to call them smoke. Well, now the hill's getting in the way. Anyways, you'll see it here very shortly when I come back up on the top of the hill. This is the town of Sinclair. It's basically just a giant oil refinery. My grandma, who I'm going to see actually, she grew up, I don't know if she grew up the whole time, but she lived in Sinclair for a little while when she was a little girl. And in my early 20s, I want to say like 22, 23, I actually worked as what they call a fire watch. So my whole job was to stand around all day in a yellow vest or an orange vest with a giant fire extinguisher and watch a welder weld pipes and things together. And my job first thing in the morning was to check and make sure there wasn't any leaks and gas and stuff or invisible flames, which I never knew that was a thing until I started working there. And when you would check in the morning, they'd give you this copper coin with a number stamped into it, and you would pick up that copper coin, write the number next to your name in case something devastating happened, like an explosion, and they had no idea what body they found. They would pull out that little token and be like, oh, there's Chris. Yeah. made really good money. I believe 25 or something dollars an hour, ridiculous amount of money. But yeah, there you go, you can see it. So, and at one point I actually climbed up on top of one of the 300-foot tall towers to help them out. Oh. You get up on a 300-foot tall tower it just starts waving in the wind. That's pretty crazy. Text messages. So anyways, fun little tidbit of information for you. Whew. That was a long drive. 4 days in the truck. Anyways, so I did end up finding a place to park, and I'll only be here until just after Thanksgiving, and then I'll be heading for Arizona. But in the meantime, that gives me a decent amount of time, just a little over a week, to spend some time with family, enjoy the holiday, and then I'm going to be heading out to Antelope Island. Look for some wildlife. It's supposed to be kind of rainy that day, so we'll see. See what we run into. I'm not going to let that stop me unless it's a downpour, a lot of rain. So anyways, I know it's a bit of a long one, but cramming 4 days of travel into one video was not an easy task. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the journey with me, and there's going to be a lot more adventures down the road. So thanks for coming along with me, and I'll catch you next time.